Welcome back to another episode of In the Streets podcast, where we take a deep dive into everything sports, fashion, movies, music, nightlife, and of course, the culture. So we got my boy here, Gordon. Gordon, how are you? How we doing? How we feeling?
Good. Doing good, man. Feeling good today.
I love that. I love that. I recently just met Gordon. We're just chopping it up earlier. We're just talking about how we met, how life is crazy, bro. Crazy.
Right. Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Like you don't know what to expect in life nowadays. It just happens. Everything's happens for a reason. We're just talking about that. But yeah. So before we get into that, there's a segment it's one of my favorite segments that I like to do. So
okay.
I don't know if you're ready for this, but we call this What's That Fit?
What's that?
So
fit?
you just go ahead and break down what you're wearing, what you got on, and then what your vibes are and what you like for fashion, and then we just go from there.
Okay.
So go ahead, break down what you got on today.
Yeah. So I just like streetwear. I'm into the streetwear. So I just got a vintage Atlanta Hawks jersey on, some Jordan 4s, Bred 4s with the Nike Air on the back. Keep it vintage. So that's really what I like. I like the streetwear, Jordans, jerseys, anything sports wise.
Yeah.
I'm into.
Yeah, so we're on the same boat. I'm on the same way. So for me, of course, I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm gonna start from the top. I usually start from the bottom. I got a Astros fitted. I like my fitteds. I got the patch on the side. I don't play. I got the exclusive stuff. I got the stuff that not everybody can get.
Right.
So I like to have that exclusive stuff. So, and then I got a Kobe Bryant all over print tee. Camo cargos from Banana Republic.
Chris
I was just telling you, putting them on. Not too many people know it, but Banana Republic is the move when it comes to cargos, chinos, things like that. Always
grabbing those soon, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then on the toes, I got the UNC ones, where the university blue ones, cream laces. Something settled, not too crazy. Like we were talking about earlier, people slept on these.
Yep.
So it's just something something casual. I'm about to go to an event after this. My boys gonna have to work, so we just wanted to, chop it up and just have a good time. Have a conversation about how life is going, what's going on in this world, and what kind of different movements we want to do in the streets, and then within my boy Gordon.
Yeah.
So the movements we're gonna start. So we have a lot of things planned. Gordon's gonna be a familiar face. You're gonna see him often.
Absolutely. In the streets, man. Shout out to In the Streets podcast, man. Chris, it's a pleasure again having my man Chris here. This is Houston. This is his territory. I'm from South Florida, so coming into his territory. So two different aspects, perspectives on things, and how we come along. But it is a pleasure to be on In the Streets podcast. I'm looking to eventually dive into my own podcast and get that set up, but it is a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no, sure. we're in the streets is definitely going to be able to support you. Either you're going to do your own podcast, or you know what, we might be able to do something here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We might be able to work something now. We branch out in the streets. We have Gordon taking over a certain part of industry, things like that. So you never know.
Yeah.
So, but you will be seeing him more often. We might be doing interviews with people. We have big plans.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to start getting more artists, more creatives, like if you're a painter or things like that, in that nature, in the creative world.
Yeah.
We want more people like that.
And to uplift in general. I mean, we want to just uplift the community. Anyone who, I'm here for affirmations and positivity. I just want to see, my age group and my generation, I'm born in 97. I want all of us to uplift one another and expand growth amongst one another. So that's mainly
heavy on the growth. Heavy on the growth. Everybody, we want everybody to eat. Like
Absolutely.
I said, so this is my city. I love this city, Houston, but I want everybody to grow with me.
Awesome city, by the way.
Amazing city. Like I said, I'm not the only one that vouches for it. Gordon was just telling me earlier, Houston's one of the best cities out.
Oh yeah, I love it here, man.
Just because it has a good mixture of the West Coast and East Coast. So people come from all over. You have people from California, have people from New York, from Florida, Atlanta. They all meet up in the middle, which is Houston, which is Texas.
Great location.
So I mean, that's why it's just a good culture-wise, it's a good mixture of people. Is all kinds of different cultures here in the city, and you don't get that a lot of cities. You go to one city and it's just one culture.
Agreed.
Or one certain demographic, things like that. So you don't get a good mixture. And I think Houston has one of the best mixtures.
It absolutely does. The diversity is what really draw me here to this city. That diversity, and also like you were saying earlier, Chris, about a lot of people come here for expansion, financially, growth. Like a lot of people come here to handle business.
It's a business city for sure.
It is, and it's got a lot of fun too. It's got a whole lot of fun here too. But also, for out of towner like me, man, it's mostly here to just come here and work and establish myself. So.
Yeah. and make a name for yourself.
And awesome people like you too, Chris. You know, there's a lot of hospitality here. It's genuine, and people all over. So it comes with some comfort, you know, because everybody's kind of in an uncomfortable situation. So like we were talking earlier, being uncomfortable really brings the best out of you. Yeah. And comfort really doesn't. So
yeah, so like you said, when one door closes, that the next door is going to open, of course, but that closed door behind you is what guided you to be that next door, or helping you go on to the next door. So those doors that close are not it's not something to look bad at or to say, hey, this was messed up, but it's something that is teaching you for growing and learning and pushing you on to the next one.
Correct. Your testimony. Every successful person has a testimony. Any person who doesn't have success as well has a testimony as well. You have to embrace the process of everything that you go through. You know, like we're embracing the Industry Podcast. I mean, it is a process to grow where we're at now. So it's a pleasure to be here again, you know, because everything has a testimony. For sure.
But yeah, I know you had a couple of things on your mind, Gordon. Let's go through them. So what do you have? What's been going on lately?
Oh man, we got to jump in on this Will Smith apology video he just dropped with the Chris Rock situation. Of course, everybody knows Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
And disclaimer, we don't support violence. We don't, you know.
No, yeah.
And this is a real political topic. We're all left and right. Like, people have one opinion, the other person has a different opinion. But we want to just go into a jump in the aspect in this situation to where it's open. Like we agree on one side, we agree on the other side. It's more in between, and not so much.
Right.
I agree with Chris Rock, or I agree with Will Smith. It's just more of, hey, this is my perspective, and this is how we see things. And
I'm gonna put it on like a more simple term, Chris. How I look at it is like, we're all human at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So we all go through something called emotions that we deal with through certain situations, and I think that Will Smith was a prime example of your emotions getting the best of you.
So he couldn't control his emotions. You think?
He couldn't control his emotions at the time. As you can see in the apology, he can't really
express how he's
what he was going through that current moment. Mm-hmm. So that's truly because emotion. Emotion tends to make you feel like the next day after you reacted emotionally, it makes you think, oh, why did I do that? How did that happen?
Yeah.
So it was an emotional transition he was going through, and his emotions got the best of him. He had a personal relationship with Tony Rock, Chris Rock's older brother, and he took advantage of that.
Yeah,
you know. So
he thought he was more comfortable doing it because he knew his brother, or
right. Yeah. And I didn't. And I just think truly. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we all emotions are real. Mm-hmm. We do feel emotion. However, emotions, it's okay to feel them. But how you react to them
is what really matters.
Is what really matters. You will feel scared. Mm-hmm. You will feel scared. That is a normal feeling. You watch a scary movie and you get scared. Yeah. However, that scary movie is not real.
Yeah, it's made up.
There's not a monster under your bed.
Yeah.
So
it's all in your head. It's for most part, you're going through these situations or you process these things through your head.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem one way in your head than it actually is in real life.
100%. Yeah. And your reaction is the most important part. Mm-hmm. So that really caught to me because it's a prime example. Just simply, you know, there's no right or wrong. Emotions are real. That's the understanding part, because I feel like growth comes with understanding. And what you have to understand from that situation was emotions are real, and how you react to them is actually the real result.
Yeah.
It's not the feeling. You can feel emotions, you can feel sad, you can feel upset, but how you react is the major part.
It shouldn't reciprocate to other. The emotions shouldn't reciprocate to other things.
Agreed.
And a lot of people nowadays don't know how to control their emotions. They let the emotions get the best of them, and I think that's why certain situations, people get in fights, people, shootings happen, and
Agreed.
People, your ego gets hurt. People don't know how to affect, like they don't know how to take that when you attack their ego.
Agreed. Ego is a big one too. Plays a part in a lot of emotions, people's egos. You
hurt somebody's ego. That's like one of the worst things you can do. But it all depends on how you control it or how you react to it and what you do towards that.
Agreed. Just the reaction. So I just wanted to jump on that point, mostly just because emotions are real, but how you react to them is the result that you're going to get.
Yeah, and you gotta suffer the consequences that come with them.
It becomes reality.
Yeah. So now Will Smith is going through that. He's now seeing what all this caused, what the ripple effect was. It wasn't just affecting his career or Chris Rock's career. It affected so many other people.
It did.
His kid's career, his kid's life, Jada, Chris Rock's family, things like that.
Agreed.
It's more than just you yourself. Maybe at the moment it's you're reacting to it, but you don't think about what's gonna happen to everybody else. Like he said, he was apologizing to his mother, to his older brother.
The impact, man. The impact. You're gonna touch. Everyone's got a mom. Everyone's got a dad. Everyone's got family, man. People have kids. So you have to take that in consideration of the people that will affect through your emotions.
Yeah, and he didn't know how Chris Rock was going to react. What if Chris Rock would have reacted afterwards, after the event? He would have came up to him, pulled out a gun, worst case scenario, or something like that could have happened. So it could have been the situation could have been a lot worse than him putting himself in that for just over a joke.
Agreed.
I don't think was worth him, doing the slap and things like that. At least in my opinion, of course. I mean, everybody has their own. Some people said that he should have slapped them. But
he should have reacted.
He should have reacted. But at the end of the day, you're going to an award show, sitting front row. You know you're going to get attacked. Absolutely. A comedian that's hosting the event, you should know you're going to get roasted, whether it's something good, it's something bad, So you should go to these events. And he's been in the industry, 2 decades, 20 years, 30 years.
Yep.
He knows what goes on in these awards.
He knows
this is
the
nothing
industry.
new.
Nothing new at all.
New.
Yeah.
Whether whether your family's going through something, whether it's a disease or a death in the family, whatever the case may be, you know what you're getting yourself into.
You absolutely do.
So he put himself in that situation at the end of the day.
He did though, Chris. You're right. Yeah. I agree with that. He did put himself in that situation. And the thing is, it's like with situations, you can't judge them too soon. You can't judge your situation too soon, and you shouldn't be constantly beating up yourselves. Personally, I feel like ages through 24 to 29, it's a prime example of Will Smith letting emotions get the best of him, and judging your situation so soon. You have to go through the fire and go through these trials and tribulations for things to make sense in your life.
Yeah.
It's if you were to just have something right away, the next day you wouldn't be able to appreciate it as much. So
and then and what is this saying to the people, to the younger crowd? So is you're saying it's okay to hit somebody because they made fun of you?
Absolutely not.
No. So it brings a lot of more consequences. So like people like me. So I'm watching this. I'm saying, okay, someone makes fun of me. Can I go and slap somebody for them? Making fun of me or so it goes down to like more people. It affects more people than you really think at that time. You gotta think about it. Millions and millions of people are watching it, and not just at the time, but social media nowadays blows everything up.
100%.
So that whole ripple effect is just
what's
crazy.
tough for me too, Chris, about like Will Smith is such an inspiration for a lot of people, and for your words, for people listen to more of what they see you do more than what you tell them to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that they've seen him slap Chris Rock, the example that he was telling people to do is now diminished.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. Because you must lead. If you don't lead by example, then just understand that people are not going to take your words serious.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
And that goes into what we were talking about earlier is leadership. Leadership, he's a leader. I'll say Will Smith's a leader.
He absolutely is.
So you always, if you're a leader, you always got to watch what you're doing, watch what you're saying, your actions all the time.
Constantly.
So it goes down to leadership. So you have more, what's the word I'm looking for? More accountability when you're a leader.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have more.
I like that word, accountability.
Yeah, accountability. So you have to know that the things you get yourself into are gonna lead to other things, and
yes,
so it's not just something that it's just I'm gonna slap him and that's it, and it's over. It's nothing's gonna happen afterwards. No one's gonna think about it.
Agreed.
So. He, like you said, he just couldn't control his emotions, and it got the best of him. And look where he's at now.
Right.
It's gonna render his career. It's gonna render whether he wins Grammys, wins different awards.
Right.
So like,
and it depicts a lot, man. Emotions. You don't want to let your emotions create your destination. So even ages 24 to 29 right now, battling your emotions is the key to your success.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
It's the tequila, but the key to your outcome, your life, your purpose is you controlling your emotions. Mm-hmm. You know, you as a man in general. I mean, I'm mostly talking for men. I am a man, so I can talk mostly for men. We got to be able to handle a lot of adversity, a lot of stress. You have to be able to tolerate it because it's a controlled stress. Mm-hmm. Stress is normal. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
But there's a controlled stress matter that is to build you to who you are supposed to be. If there's no stress, you're not
overcoming anything.
You're not overcoming anything. And that's why we need to be more, acceptant with
where we are in life and what goes through, what you go through.
100%.
And so I don't think Will Smith is to blame either. All 100%. I think Jada has a good part of it too.
Oh yeah, the woman,
so the women's side of the situation, because the joke wasn't about him.
Right.
The joke definitely wasn't about Chris Rock wasn't making fun of Will Smith.
Right.
He was making fun of Jada. So he reacted off of a joke that wasn't even towards him. Right.
It was towards his wife. And a man's biggest decision in his life is the woman that he chooses to keep. Mm-hmm. That's a big decision for a man. And how you make that decision more clear is, as a man, being able to provide a condition and building yourself up to be able to tolerate a certain amount of stress and provide and protect for a woman. Mm-hmm. So for you to get that dream woman you're looking for, or that right woman, you need to build yourself up to be that all around man. Emotions is one.
You're gonna want to protect that person. You're gonna protect that woman. Right. Do everything you can to make her happy, please her, different things like that. And Agreed. Like you said, emotion should be the top of the list when it comes to
it should be the top of the list. Companion. But now it's looked down on, right, Chris? Because now, when a man is expressing emotion, or he's sad, or he's upset, he feels like other people are gonna opinionate him and mm-hmm. give an opinion on him and tell him that he's soft, he's weak, or he needs to go smashing this and the third girl for
have this many bodies, or
to get his self-validation up. That's not the way to go about it. Mm-hmm. You should be self-reflecting, looking in the mirror, looking at what routine, what hobbies are you doing, what routine do you have down pat in your life. Life is a routine, man. You go through the same motions. So what are you installing in yourself is major. So
I mean, we can go on that topic. What is a soft man? What is a hard man? We can have that conversation later, a little later on in the episode. But right now is more about Jada. I think has a big factor in what decisions Will Smith does.
She does. The woman you pick. The woman you pick has a major decision on a man's life, mm-hmm. because they're in tune with those emotions that you have as a man. They're gonna have that emotional side. So the woman that you lay down with, Jada has a lot of control over Will's life emotionally. Yeah. And that's why when she felt offended, he
had to do something about it.
Yeah. He went that route.
And their whole relationship has been out there.
It has.
To say the least. So
it has.
Everything's been put out on the table, and I think it's been affecting Will emotionally, physically. You could tell in his face, his facial expressions, how he's looking. I think it's just affecting him overall as in general. So I'm not gonna say he don't deserve her, or things like she don't deserve him and things like that, but because I'm not there on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
But from the outside looking in, from everything they said, everything they put out, it's just like it's draining for him.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time draining, man. I mean, she's a big part of his life, man. His reaction affected his kids, mm-hmm. his marriage, his career,
everything,
his
and
health.
all because the way she reacted to what the joke was, or
Agreed.
To wanting him to react towards that. Like, hey, you're supposed to protect me at all times. What are you doing? Why didn't you do this? He
Agreed.
says that she didn't tell him anything, but the camera goes away, and there had been some kind of conversation where mm-hmm. some kind of exchange at that time for him to react that way.
Right. But in a beauty of it all, in the grand scheme of it all, though, it's a beauty in what happened to Will also. Because mm-hmm. now you always go back to a sense of gratitude. So now he has to go back to being thankful for what he has.
Yeah.
He has to be thankful for what he has created for himself now. because his whole future plans and everything he was trying to push and probably trying to control at that time is now there's no control.
Yeah.
So that's how life works. So now that you reacted that way, you have to now have gratitude again, which you should have always had in the first place.
Yeah.
But since you've grown this certain stature, or you've made it to this certain level, you kind of lose gratitude. Gratitude is what really bases you down to how you react.
Yeah.
Being thankful for what you have. And that's hard to do. I'm not saying that's not easy.
It's not easy to overcome.
You know?
Definitely.
But gotta have that gratitude, man. You gotta be thankful. Gotta be thankful for everything you have. And that's why I mainly want to build a podcast in a community of a message where people could be uplifted. Mm-hmm. People need to uplift more. Will Smith needed someone to uplift him. Yeah. You know, whoever he had close to or next to him at that time.
Type of thing.
And even if it wasn't a mentor, you know, because it doesn't have to be like an actual, but it has to be something that you're searching for, like some type of something to keep you guided. If it's a person, then a lot of people that these people qualify other people to be as their friend to uplift them aren't really the qualified people
right
to do
person.
so.
Yeah.
So they could push you to be reacting and slapping someone and doing that.
And you did great doing that. Keep going, like, you know, that you did the right thing. That's
right.
That's what you should have done. That's how you should have reacted. Different things like that.
100%. So that's why I feel like it all starts with being thankful, man, for what you have and trying to be humble as much as you can, because we all deal with the same stuff. We're all desperate. We're all not in control of everything.
Yeah.
We're just not. And the moment that you can be comfortable with feeling like you're not in control of everything, the easier life gets. Yeah. We complicate this place. We complicate marriage. Life. We complicate careers. We complicate communication. Mm-hmm. It's all in your mind. It's just
you're stopping yourself from doing it.
That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it is.
And it goes down to like fears too, being scared of doing it, being in a certain situation, or putting yourself in that situation, or how to get out of it. How do I get out of this situation? Like it's just the fear in your head that
100%
getting put somewhere and having to work your way out of it. You don't want to go through that, or
Yeah, fear over faith, man.
Yeah,
fear of faith over fear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, faith over faith. Yeah,
faith over fear. I'll correct myself. Faith beats fear every time, any day.
You could be anything with faith. If you have faith,
anything,
you can overcome just about anything.
Absolutely, and that's the deepest thing. I mean, I'm not to get religious on here or anything, but you must have faith in something.
Something, yeah. Whatever you believe in, whether it's everybody has different beliefs, different things that they have, but having faith at least in something, or knowing that there's something out there that you have faith in is what everybody needs.
Big time. And that's what and that I feel like that's really, my purpose is here to do is to try to inspire, because I'm building my faith every day. Mm-hmm. So that's really what drives me to go hard. That's my motivation is having faith, seeing things, believing in something that I can't see.
Yeah.
And that's the number one thing.
I mean, it's not easy either. I'm not gonna say
it's not easy, yeah. and nothing easy was worth getting.
Yeah.
So
you don't want something that comes easy to you either.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I want nothing easy. The things that I got easy disappeared in a flash.
Mm-hmm. Or free. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are like, I want this and this and this to be given, but you got to know whenever someone gives you something, they're expecting something in return. Or
right.
I don't like accepting things for free. At least if there's not like something like I earned it, or like I got it for a reason. Like I don't like getting anything for free, because
right.
like, that person has that entitlement over you, where it has that over you. Hey, I gave you this. Why aren't you doing this for me? Or why aren't you doing this for me? So I don't like anybody having that power over me.
Absolutely, man.
So that's why I never accept anything free, whether it doesn't matter who it's from.
Right. And a lot of parents told a lot of their kids, don't accept anything for free. There's always something that's going, entitled with it.
Yeah, repercussions or something that comes with it. It's never just here. You can have this and that's it.
Yeah, man. And that's what a lot of the generation and things have changed. Everything's kind of instant gratification. Everybody kind of wants things right now. Mm-hmm. That's detrimental to your mental health.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Truly, nothing is worth having if it's easy and it's quick.
Mm-hmm.
You want validation, you look in the mirror and you validate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you validate yourself. You know what things you need to improve and what things that you know aren't doing so good. Well.
Yeah.
And have faith. Just have faith. You believe in something in your mind, it's going to come true. Mm-hmm. Good or bad. You know.
Yeah. Sure. I love it. And that's what we like you said, we need to speak the word. People need to hear that more often, and we want to start a movement. We want to do something that uplifts people, that, you know, someone that go to, and having a group. We want to have get a big group together, whether a group. Community, man. Whatever the case may be. We want
ages 24 to 29. I'm really drawn into right now.
Yeah,
I really want to.
I think that age group needs the most help.
I think and it's not even that we need help. We just need to reinstall, Chris, kind of the old mannerisms that were like marriages, for example. Right now, a lot of people don't want to get married or stay with one woman or stay with one job.
Yeah, loyalty. So loyalty.
You know, like if that was to disappear, there would be me and you today. Yeah, if that happened when our parents did it, you know, we probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to provide a condition as a man for a woman and a family and potentially your children. I want to bring that back. I mean, fashions change, like we said earlier, things change, but those kind of simple things shouldn't change.
Yeah, they shouldn't change. Where, you know, because then that's how the population, we start losing population, where there's not enough people in the world, and, you know, we're not reproducing enough and different things like that.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Like, stay down with your job, stay down with your situation, be thankful for it, and accept all the scenarios that you get. Life is a bunch of the same scenarios that you get every day. You get the same
over and over,
scenarios over and over until you overcome. Mm-hmm. So don't run from it. Embrace it. Understanding. With understanding comes growth. You must search for understanding first to grow.
Yeah, and that's a key word that we want to touch on too, is growth.
Growth, man.
People growing, and
growth is understanding how I feel, Chris.
Yeah.
The only way you will grow from a situation is if you understand it. And it's that simple. We like to overcomplicate life and make things seem more difficult than what it is, when it's been the same scenario that ancestors and all these people have been through before our time. Mm-hmm. They've dealt with it. It's the same sun and the same moon.
Yeah.
So
history repeats itself at all times.
It does. It truly does.
So we had to overcome the same issues that people came up in the 1930s, 1940s. I mean, it might be slightly different, of course, because, you know, everything changes, but it's still the same things that we got to overcome when it comes to, you know, like government and you know, different things like that. So economy.
Yep.
So it's just something that just repeat, like you said, fashion. Even fashion repeats itself. It's just a cycle, one big cycle that just keeps going over and
That's
over
it.
again.
That's all it is, man. And life's a cycle, man. You know, you it's like a cycle. You put the dirty clothes in, you wash the clothes, you take it out, you dry it, and you put them back on and wear them again. And put them back in the washer. It's a cycle. It's a routine. Embrace your routine. Embrace your situation. Try to find a compact routine that you can do every day, just to keep that productive moderation. You know, keep that and then push along that, you know, find a base. But if you're floating around being with, you know, one person and hanging with another group the next day and hanging out with 4, 5, 6 different girls every other night,
wishy-washy, and
you're not building authenticity within yourself. You're not in search really for, you know, something internally.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of look at it, man. Like, In the Streets podcast is a great platform, you know, for me and Chris to really want to uplift the community, man, and anyone in need of needing some improvement or motivation in anything. You know, we need to bring, as men, we need to be expressing more emotion, expressing, you know, when we are in need of some type of help or you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and that's what this platform was started for, is for things like that. And we got bigger and bigger visions. This is a movement. In the Streets is going to be a movement.
Agreed.
Whether it's
toast to that,
toast
Chris,
for sure. It's a movement
man.
where the movement is starting. So yeah, like I was saying, was bigger purpose. We have a big movement that we want to do within the streets.
Absolutely.
So we have big plans. We want to do basketball tournaments. We want to do fashion events. We want to do a runway. I I want to do a sneaker event one day. Eventually, volleyball tournaments, football tournaments, gaming. If you want to do gaming, we're gonna branch out to gaming.
Word.
If you're like I was saying earlier, if you're a rapper, R&B singer, any kind of artist, I want you on the podcast. I need you on this podcast.
Yeah.
I have big plans for artists. We're gonna do a platform for you to perform. We want to do a show. We want to do like a late night kind of type of vibe.
Oh yeah.
So we do an interview afterwards. You get to perform one of your songs from your upcoming album or EP, whatever you have coming up. We want to expose you and put you out there into the city and build this platform that we've created for everybody. It's gonna be bigger than just a podcast.
Yeah, I caught the movement. I went on your page, Chris, and when I seen the Industries podcast, I was like, man, this is an awesome place to be, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be bigger than just me and you speaking or you hearing what we have to say, but this is gonna be for you to interact with us, for you to get to meet us, for you to get to grow, for us to help you grow,
right?
Uplift the people within the city. We want to be big in the Houston area.
For sure.
So we want to build up the Houston community, eventually branch out to different places like Florida.
Yeah.
California.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Florida, man. South Florida, man. Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I love
County.
Florida, bro. I love Florida. I'm always out there in Florida, so I love it out there.
Oh, that's a great place to be, man. Florida is a awesome place, man. And Houston got my heart too. Both places are special area, man. And the fashion out here is wicked. I mean,
wicked. Is it? We're sometimes we're a little bit behind on some trends.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But we have a good mixture.
Yeah, y'all
whether
do.
it's the New York fashion, whether it's the Cali fashion,
the
Atlanta. We get inspirations from all these
diversity, man.
Diversity.
That's what brought me here, man. Diversity,
and that's what we bring to, and we add all that together, and we have our own.
Oh yeah.
So our fashion might be a little off, might be a little different, might be a little late, but we like to, we like to say that Houston is up there when it comes to fashion.
Yeah,
and,
word.
Culture and different things like that.
Yeah.
So what brought you to the city? What brought you to Houston?
What brought me to Houston was mainly because I've been here a few times. I visited, but I love the vibe. I love the music culture. I'm a music head. I love music and the art of music. A lot of the DJs out here play some awesome tunes. I listen to a lot of producers like Cardo. I'm a big fan of Chase B. Also love like Larry June, Wiz Khalifa, Currency. A lot of that vibe is pushed out here. So I mainly fell in love with the city because of that, the culture, and on top of that, because the affordability, man. I mean, South Florida is a little expensive. We are going through a little inflation right now through everything. But Houston just financially was, like we said earlier, Chris, it's a business-oriented state. So I'm a businessman, so I came out here just wanting to expand and grow. I feel like change will set that burning desire inside you. It'll push you to that next level. So that's why I'm here, man. I'm thankful.
Yeah, and I think Houston will do you good. Will do you justice. Because I think anywhere in Texas, the major cities in Texas, whether you're in Austin, Dallas,
I need to
Houston,
hit Austin too. Or Dallas.
You haven't hit Austin or Dallas?
Nah, I seen you went out to Austin, right?
I was Austin a couple months ago in April, I believe it was.
Word.
It's solid, bro. Austin is solid. I couldn't live out there. It's not better than Houston. I'm not gonna say is anything like Houston or anything like that.
Right.
It's more college town.
Right. I figured.
University of Texas.
I figured.
So a lot of young cats out there, but it's something. It's to have fun. It's a
right.
Outdoorsy. You do a hike. You go on the river type stuff. But
that's what I seen. It looked like that kind of vibe. I like Austin though.
Yeah,
I seen pictures and stuff. I want to check it out.
Yeah,
like 2 hours away.
Like two and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice. Nothing crazy. Just we went one weekend, came back. Nothing. Just
cool.
something slight. And then Dallas too. Dallas is a little bit further, but it's the same thing.
I've been to Dallas.
Dallas is like Houston.
Yeah, Dallas is like Houston. I've been to Dallas.
That's why we beef.
Deep Ellum. Shout out to Deep Ellum. Shout out to Sneaker Politics, by the way.
Oh yeah, Sneaker Politics.
My boy Mike over there at Sneaker Politics, man. That's my dude, man. He gets me right all the time. So shout out to Sneaker Politics.
Because I've been to the one in New Orleans, the Sneaker Politics in New Orleans. Yeah, bro.
Oh, I never been to that
one. Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's out there too.
Sneaker Politics got some come ups, man. They get the releases out there.
Yeah, and then so but Houston, Dallas is real similar to Houston, but I think overall, Houston is just where it's at, bro. I mean, not because I'm not trying to be biased. I'm gonna try to take the bias out of me. I was born and raised here in Houston,
right?
But I think it's just a good mixture of where you need to be.
Let me ask you, Chris, if you could, my bad to cut you off.
No, you're good.
If you could live in any other state, where would you live?
The only other state I live in is Florida.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Hey, my Floridians, every time I ask people in Houston where else would they live or what other state would they live in, they always say Florida.
Because I think that's the only state that's going to be the most similar to Texas. It's the only thing that matches our energy.
Right.
Florida's the only state that matches Texas energy.
I feel that, man. Shout out to Florida.
And then, so like it would be like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, more that area.
Oh yeah, man. Fort Lauderdale, that's my home, man. Like that's you. I'm gonna take you out there, Chris. You rolling with me next time, man. That's my area.
Because like I said, I'm out there pretty often. I go like 2-3 times a year out there.
Oh, bet. Okay.
More for work, but I do want to go out there to explore. See what it's like out there. But
y'all, them Astros. Shout out them Astros.
Shout out them Astros. They're doing their thing out here.
Yeah. They are though. They holding y'all down.
And and that's the only thing that's been holding us up in the city of sport. And when it comes to sports, Astros since 2017 has been the only thing that's been holding us up.
Right.
They got all their weight on their shoulders right now, but they take full advantage.
I went to church today. And I just found out at Joel Osteen's church, because when I went there the first time I went, I was like, man, this place is huge.
Yeah, it's big.
And it was a really big auditorium. And I'm like, this ain't no auditorium. Hold on, this got to be like an arena or something, because they had the sky, the nose, the nosebleeds. And someone just told me today it used to be the Houston Rockets old arena.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
The Compaq Center. It used to be called the Compaq Center.
Wow.
We used to have the Comets, the WNBA team.
Right.
Used to play there, and the Rockets used to play there.
Absolutely.
Before Toyota Center. So before they built Toyota Center, that's where Rockets used to play. That was their home.
That's crazy. Yeah. That is dope, man. And he was telling the story a little bit about his church and how his family kind of started it. And he was basically saying they started in a small little warehouse, holes in the floor. And then boom, now they got a whole Houston Rockets arena. So,
man, that's goals though. That's definitely goals. I'm not gonna run a church, but I want something to build off of.
Oh yeah, and it's just the testimony, the vision behind that though. Is like
he had a vision, and he grew it to where it is now, and
that's it, man.
And that's where I want things to go. I have a vision, I want to grow it, and we're gonna build it.
Right, man. Get rid of the instant gratification. Get rid of the shitty foods. Get rid of the laziness.
Yep.
And just grab on the faith, man. Grab a grip to faith.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
What we on.
But Houston is it's a great city, and I recommend if you're gonna live here or not. I'm not saying for you to move out here, but at least come and feel the vibe.
Come visit.
Yeah, come visit.
I recommend come visit. Come see it. Come see Texas, man. I mean, the people are genuine. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I must say, man, like all applauds to Texas in general. The hospitality here is unreal.
Real Southern hospitality out here.
Real Southern hospitality, man.
Because if you go to any state like New York or Boston or that like East Coast, West Coast type area,
oh yeah,
they don't mess with newcomers or people that are out of town. Like if you go to California, LA, and they know you're from out of town, they don't welcome you. You're not welcome there. It's that you gotta check in. You gotta check in with somebody. Hey, who you with or why you here? Different things like that. Of course, the more touristy areas they don't do that, but if you go more out, in a little bit smaller towns and things like that, you got to check in with some. You can't just pop up out of nowhere.
No,
and
you can't.
Like,
you can't
act like you that person or anything like that. So
gotta be humble, man.
Yeah, very.
Gotta be humble. That's a part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
You be humble. You stay down. Everything that's for you is for you. Stop comparing yourself. Everyone wants to compare and feel like they out of place and beating themselves up, man. Stop beating yourself up. Really, really just be thankful for where you come from and where you made it to. Before you go and destroying yourself, mentally, emotionally, look, it doesn't matter how much fame or how much money you get.
Yeah.
Look at Will Smith, man.
Nope. None at all. So, I mean, it doesn't matter where you are in life. You got to stay humble.
You got to.
Because you get checked quick.
Absolutely.
You really get checked quick.
And the thing about getting checked, I like how you said that. Getting checked is a part of real love.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not getting checked, then that person doesn't really love you.
Yeah.
You need to always surround yourself with people who tell you what you need to hear rather than what you want to hear. Yeah. So if you are someone who refrains from getting checked, or you don't like someone telling you what needs to be corrected, then you're not really trying to search for your purpose and what you're, supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and that's why I like to surround myself with real genuine people.
Agreed.
Like my group of friends, it's not friends, they're family.
100%.
Like we tell each other how it is. We're there for each other. We support each other.
Right.
No matter what you're going through. So we're gonna tell you how it is. Hey, this is the situation you shouldn't be in. Where
Correct.
You should get out of this situation. Or hey, you're doing good at this. Keep going. Keep doing this. or hey, what can I improve in this? What can I improve in that? So keeping it, like I said earlier, keeping each other accountable,
100%,
and helping each other,
and even family isn't qualified at times.
Nope, the blood doesn't even.
So like even when you qualify that friend as family too as well, like when you crown them as family, you need to make sure these people are qualified to give you what you need in your life.
Yeah,
these family is not always good for you either.
Not at all.
And that's why it's real crucial for you to kind of do a lot of self-validating for yourself to qualify the people around you. Because people are quick to be like, oh yeah, they want to be family with you and be tight. People are quick on that.
Especially for the ones that are making, like if you're an artist and you're making it, family's gonna want to be there. Oh, this is what you should do. This is what, but they don't always have the best interest in you.
They don't.
So that's why you always gotta hire. A lot of people hire within, but you gotta hire without.
Right.
Because those people are gonna be like, all right, I've been in the game. This is what you need to do. Mm-hmm. This is what you should do. This is what you should sign. This is what you go to this, book this part, book this. So people are gonna have the best interest
always
outside of who you are. Just because someone's going to be like, if you're family, of course they're going to want you to win, but they're going to want something in return, but they want something from you.
Right.
So there's not always, like you said, not always the best interest.
It's not always the best interest, man. Like don't sit here and opinions are detrimental, man. A lot of people's opinions become that person's reality. Mm-hmm. Someone's opinion should not be your reality. You should be able to take out what they say, but you shouldn't just make it become reality and your emotions as well.
Yep.
Your emotions are not your reality.
Not at all. And your emotions are what you make of it.
Your emotions are what you make, how you react to them. I would say. Absolutely. Your emotions are how you react, but your emotions are not reality. How you feel that day is not reality. Your faith is reality.
Yep. That's what it is. And I'm probably gonna switch the subject up a little bit, just to go into a different topic. What kind of music, are you listening to? Because I know you're from Florida, so you're gonna have different tastes than what I have.
Music head.
Different tastes, but I think you say you're a music head. What are you into right now?
I'm into the West Coast. I love the West Coast.
Cali,
just because I love their message, man. A lot of Cali talk about a lot of, growth. It makes sense. It's an art. So Cali and Florida are.
Hey, shout out to my Cali people. I got Cali people with my boy Jay, my boy Freezy out there in Cali.
Shout out to Cali dudes.
Hey, they love it out there, bro.
They obviously know.
Love their state.
They obviously know Cali's an expensive state to live.
Yeah.
Nothing cheap about Cali. So to be successful in Cali and live a life in Cali, you got to search for entrepreneurship. You got to want to be your own boss. And I come from South Florida, another city that is also expensive as well. Mm-hmm. Very similar, so I can compare. I love Cali music because they talk about entrepreneurship and wanting to be the best version of themselves. That is how you survive in those. Well, not survive. You can survive in many ways. However, this is how you live life to your fullest potential, is if you go the extra mile.
Yeah,
you can't.
Above and beyond.
Right. If you're just working whatever job and you're sitting in Cali, you're not really going to be enjoying the fruits of Cali.
Yeah.
Or Florida.
Yeah.
So it's an entrepreneur.
And New York. New York's up there too.
It's the same thing. So with these cities being so expensive, and that's why I like the artists in a lot of music. Larry June, shout out to Larry June, Snoop Dogg's, all the legends out in Cali. Mm-hmm. They're bosses. Yeah. I mean, it's there's only kind of one route to really go. So I listen to a lot of Cali music. Wiz Khalifa is honestly one of my favorites ever.
All time.
Big Virgo, shout out to the Virgos.
Yeah, big Virgo energy over here.
Wiz is one of the biggest Virgos that I use as inspiration, because he simply just expresses himself as much as he can, and he's innovative, man. Like I watched his whole movement from listening to him since middle school, Cushion OJ, till watching his whole journey and him being a superstar. So I love a lot of the East Coast and West Coast music. I would say a lot.
A good combination.
Listen to a lot of old school too. A lot of R&B. A lot. I'm always listening to R&B.
Yeah, right now the wave right now for me at least is heavy on the R&B.
R&B. Yeah, R&B is awesome, man.
Brent, Giveon, Chris
Giveon,
Brown, all that.
Those are the newer ones. I'm more of the old. I like the old heads.
Older heads. Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Carl Thomas. What is Denzel Brockton.
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of old school dudes, man. Like from the old R&B, R. Kelly. I'm still bumping, man. Whatever they got to say about R. Kelly, man. He made some bomb music.
Yeah, it has his reactions had nothing to do with his music. We separate his music and what he did in the real world. So we don't condone that, but we like his music. He has some great music.
Definitely. And I'm listening to a lot of old R&B though. I also got there's another, the Foreign Exchange. Mm-hmm. Man, they are bomb. The Foreign Exchange, man. Shout out to the Foreign Exchange. They dropped some cool little projects.
But yeah, I mean, I want to get into more of the local artists too, like the ones that are coming up. I want to be able to support them and help them out because, like I said, we were talking about it. We love music. Music is something that
absolutely.
I think it just relates to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a shout out to who I listen to, Young Deji.
Young Deji.
He's from Houston. He's actually from A-Leaf, and he's signed to Taylor Gang. Now I listen to a lot of Deji, man. Big Leo. He's fire, man. A lot of his music out here. The Houston in general has some talent. I mean, Don Toliver. He's from A-Leaf as well. Mm-hmm. Maxo Cream.
Maxo, and then Travis, Mo City. He's from Mo City.
Mo City, right? Travis out here.
Chase B.
Yep. So you guys,
that's the of course the bigger ones are more, But
Deji's is someone I listen to a lot, man. He got a lot of hours on my Apple Music. I play him crazy, and he's from A-Leaf. So shout out to Young Deji. I love the Houston music. I also like how y'all call the girls dips out here.
Dips,
I fuck with that. A dude yesterday was like, "Yeah, there's a few dips over there." I was like, "You ever heard that? They say that terms dips, bro."
Dips.
That is actually funny. I love that.
Yeah, we have our own slang, of course. I mean, when it comes to the nightlife too, the nightlife out here is solid.
Man. Oh yeah,
solid nightlife. How do you like when you go out?
I haven't really been out much. I mean,
you gotta come with us. You gotta come with us.
I gotta come out with y'all. That's the thing. I don't really go out much, but when I link up with y'all, I'm definitely gonna go out more. I just linked up with Chris. We met just kind of just being around, and I'm definitely
maybe 2 months ago.
Maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, it had to be about 2 months ago. And everything happened organically, and I'm just happy to be in the city, man.
No, yeah, for sure. And we're gonna welcome you open arms, of course. I said, Southern hospitality. We love new people that are coming out here. Whether you're coming from Cali, New York, Florida, and Atlanta.
Word.
If you want to come out here and grind, we're gonna be grinding with you.
Another thing I want to shout out to Houston is the development that's going on around the city. I see there's a lot of construction, a lot of new stuff building.
It's annoying. It's annoying at times.
And I like that you said that, Chris, because development can be annoying. However, though, there's beauty in development.
For sure.
As me being an outsider coming in and seeing the city develop, I come from a developed city.
Yeah, it's already.
So that's why it's great that we're in two different perspectives, because Florida is a developed city.
Yeah,
you come to Florida, there's not a lot of really things being built,
updated or anything, because it's already
updated. Yeah. This is developing, so it also puts me in a comfortable situation because I want to be in somewhere that's developing because I'm developing.
Upgrading.
I don't want to be in a city that's developed already. I'm not developed.
Not moving.
I'm not developed myself. Yeah. So being in a developing city is going to put me in a higher situation.
That's a good way to look. I never really put it in that perspective, because I get annoyed. Damn, more construction. Damn, they're fixing this road, and so I it's more complaining aspect of it.
You see,
but I didn't see it.
That's why this is perfect. How we come together, man. Because South Florida I come from a developed city.
Yeah.
There's no roads being built. There's no new buildings. There's no new companies coming in.
Yeah.
But for you guys, it's a whole different aspect. So it's annoying for you, but for someone, for me, I have gratitude.
Yeah, you appreciate it
because I wanted to develop.
Yeah, you don't see anything like that. You don't come from something like that, so you want to see the city getting better, improving, and upgrading.
Agreed, man.
I like that. I like that point of view.
For sure, man. For sure. That's why I love it here, man. Because I'm developing myself as a young man. I'm 24 years old. So I want to be somewhere that's constantly trying to develop as I am.
Yeah.
Because eventually we're going to develop together.
For sure. Well, I think we covered a whole lot of topics.
Yeah.
We're gonna have more episodes like this. I know. Hopefully, I enjoyed it. You gotta let us know. Leave a comment. Subscribe to us, of course, on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. In the Streets Podcast.
In the Streets.
So we're gonna be coming out with a lot more. Marketing's gonna upgrade. We're gonna just start going crazy with these podcasts and start posting like no other. Hopefully, I enjoy it. I like it. If you have any people that you want to recommend into the podcast that you want us to interview or you want us to bring on, let us know. We're willing. We're taking any offers right now. And if you run a podcast, let us know. We want to go on your podcast,
right?
So we can exchange. So we want to grow each other and help out everybody in the community. But thank you for watching another episode of In the Streets Podcast, where we take a deep dive into everything sports, fashion, music, movies, nightlife, and the culture. We out.
Word.